spare time in the schedule, so Marie and I have volunteered to do a unprepared session, and we're going to talk a bit about Android design. So I don't know if many of you might have caught a show that myself and the talented Mr. Roman Nurek have been doing called Android Design in Action. This is a show we do on YouTube, and you can catch up with it, or watch us live every Tuesday at 4:30 here in Germany, where we take existing applications and we kind of show how you could apply Android design guidelines to them to change them and make them hopefully better. Aha, this is it.
Sadly, yeah.
So we're going to try and do a similar thing live.
You
So
can watch it on YouTube.
yeah, so we're going to try and do a similar thing live. So this is unrehearsed, so I hope it goes okay. Normally this takes me about a day to do an app redesign, but with Marie's wonderful design skills and Adobe skills, she's going to attempt to try and do a kind of a redesign of an application live. So as our target, Ben has volunteered we can have a look at one of his applications. So, oh, okay, yeah. So this is an application for controlling the lights here in Seabase. So these lights that you see on the ceiling, they have an API that Linksys wrote, and so Ben wrote an Android application to talk to this API to control these lights. Pretty freaking awesome, if you ask me.
Thinking the design looks not good.
But this is what it looks like. So I'm going to say you've got an action bar, so that's a good start. But I think there's a bit of room for improvement here. And an icon, yeah, it has lights on it, so that conveys some meaning, which is very good. But I guess if I look at this application, the first thing that strikes me is that all of these lights seem very hard to touch. Like, how do I select like this light here? Like, how do I click on that? And it looks quite busy. Like, it's quite hard to see what's going on. Like, how do I then finely tune all these different choices of light colors?
We need new little blobs, not fake blobs.
Yeah.
Okay, little blobs.
Marie, do you want to use that microphone behind your laptop? You can put this on if you wish. So the first thing I do, yeah, touch target. So on Android, we recommend that every touch target be at least 48 dp, so scale pixels. So I'm going to say, yeah, there need to be nice big blobs like this. So Marie's putting some nice big blobs on there, so it's easier to tap and easier to distinguish.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Pink lights. Blue. Okay.
Okay,
So
that's awesome.
maybe the type here is too much.
Yep, I'd say
Control.
the title there is also very long. You're kind of taking up a lot of
Just
room, so
main.
that's kind of not much else you could really have going on in the action bar. So if you could make that a bit, tidier, main hall. And are there different rooms you can pick from here as well? That's planned. Okay, so that might be one of the main features of navigation, that you might want to switch between the different areas which you control light. So I reckon that main hall is probably going to be a spinner. So that's one of the standard forms of
Spinner.
navigation. Yeah, so you can make that into a spinner.
Spinner, like this.
Easy as that. That you wish the code was as easy, right? It's now a spinner. Fine.
And maybe uppercase.
Ah, beautiful.
Uppercase and a little bit smaller type, like.
Cool.
Where's my type here? Here.
While Marie fights with Illustrator, I'm going to say, at the moment, I find the lights a bit hard to kind of pick out. It feels a bit busy because you have this light theme.
Okay.
It's quite hard to see what is the map and what is the lights as well. Do you think we can perhaps go to a bit of a darker look? What we want to do here is really kind of make the lights, the things that you can interact with, visually separated from. Yeah, that's it.
Like this one. Maybe it looks boring
So
if you can't see the map.
Yeah, the lights stand out now, but I can't see the map.
Yeah.
Slight problem here. So can we perhaps?
We can draw.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah,
I
so if
have
you can,
another idea. We can draw the map simplified, like this one.
brilliant. Yeah, it doesn't need to be like completely perfect, right? You just need to be able to look at it and get an idea of the room. So a simplified map which stands out would be good. The other thing is there's a visual theme on Android called Hollow. Are you aware of this? And I think it works quite well for Seabase, right? You have these dark colors and these kind of neon colors.
Yeah, the Seabase we have this colors. We have the turquoise, dark and blue, grays. We have also green and reds.
Perfect. Cool.
And
I like the blue. I like the idea of it being like a blueprint.
like a blueprint, like
Yeah.
this.
So
It's
if
a
you can
hollow
have-
color.
look at this. This is so fast.
But if I have the hollow color in there, I can kill the map, maybe. But it looks not like a map.
No, you're right. So what can you
What
do?
we can do? What we can do to look more like a map?
You want that to look more like a map? Yeah, well, I like this idea of like a kind of a blueprint idea. So if you have some kind of like
blueprint, yeah.
grid lines maybe behind it to give it more
Yeah,
feel more like a map.
blueprint. I have a pattern, I guess. Pattern. This one? No, that's black. This one? No. This one maybe. Ooh.
I like
This
the
is
idea.
blueprint.
Yeah. Turn
Maybe
the
a little
opacity
bit
down.
softer, like this.
Nice.
Whoa. Oh, the white action bar looks not good.
No. So should
Black
we
one?
invert that?
Okay, black
action
one.
bar.
Black one. And we need. So that's better.
Don't you wish you could code by microphone? You just say computer black action bar, and it does it.
So, and I need that one in white. So,
Cool. Okay, so already if we look at the different interfaces, that to me is looking pretty good.
we want to manage the lights.
Yep.
Because every light as here, that's the old way. Where's my old way to manage the light?
The overflow menu.
The overflow menu. In the overflow menu, you can say
Yeah, in the old app,
random.
Yeah, you could choose different settings, right? So you can make
Yeah.
each light choose a random color, blink, on, off, these options. So, okay, so we need some way to actually control this.
Okay. Like selection.
So selection. Okay, so the
Multi
idea.
selection.
Yeah, one thing that bugged me about the old design is that you can only really do one at a time, which might be a pain. Like you kind of have to go each one, set it to yellow, or the other one set it to yellow. So it'd be really cool if we could manage multi-selection. So one good way of doing this in Android is with the contextual action bar, if you know this. So if you think of Gmail, for example, where you can select multiple messages and then the action bar transforms and lets you perform contextual actions.
I will copy. So, new version.
Okay.
Okay. Contextual action bar. Other colors.
Like blue, maybe?
Blue colors. This one.
That's good.
And spinner.
So yeah, you would normally have the little tick to say it's done, and would show how many is selected.
Okay.
One selected, two selected. Yeah.
To select
Two lights, maybe.
two lights.
Yep.
And you can use the spinner to select all.
Perfect. Yeah, so much like
Perfect.
gallery, if you've used gallery before, where you can select one photo, or you can use the drop down to say select all. If you're going to say share.
We need to check button.
Yeah, you need the tick.
Yeah. I have here a little distorting black. I don't know what it is. That one. From where is it? I don't know.
You bring the cab to the front.
Yeah. But it is distorts my experience actually. So let me try another thing. So yeah. That one. Doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Oh well.
Why it's...
We'll ignore the two-tone action bar. It's a design feature for now.
Yeah, okay. We need that one here.
Yes.
So, here.
Cool. So that's the standard way of dismissing selection. So once you're done acting on your selection, 2 lights.
2 lights here. Okay.
And the spinner again.
And can we do the lights on and off?
Yeah. Okay, so the things we want to be able to do is turn the lights on and off, control the color, and control the frequency if it's going to blink or be solid, right?
So let me introduce a little resource for designers. At the Android Design website, you can download Illustrator files, Fireworks files, Photoshop files. They have a lot of parts from the Android system as open data. You can put a complete action bar and copy in your file. If your designer have problems with sizes, introduce this file, please. Okay, but this one is the old one, right?
Yeah, that's the old honeycomb one.
Okay.
You have the new pretty...
Yeah, I
Jelly bean one?
saved it yesterday.
Ah, cool.
Where is my file? Here. No. I have too much files open. Here. Yes, I'm right. Here. And where is it? Here.
Ah. Here we go. So we're going to put
Jelly bean.
a toggle switch from Jelly Bean right on there. So for the lights we have selected, 2 lights, straight away we can turn it on and off in a nice easy little slider.
Yeah.
That's looking cool. Okay, so next we need some facility to control the colors as well. So I think that'll be a button on the action bar which will launch something.
I tried to find the buggy thing here, but I can't.
Okay.
Lights on and off. Okay, I made an icon.
You make an icon.
For Benjamin.
Ah,
It's
nice.
that one.
Cool.
You can use that one. Colorize, colorize, colorize. So, like this?
Perfect. And one more thing on this.
We need
so
a selection. We need a
yeah, we have
selection.
2 items selected, so we need to visually represent somehow that they're
Yeah.
selected. You got some ideas?
So, selection.
So you're gonna do like a...
Let me try this one.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's okay, but
It's not really. If the color is blue, you can't see the difference, the contrast.
you can't really see the contrast. It's a bit similar to the outline as well. Like maybe
Another
something
idea?
slightly removed from it, like exploded maybe.
Like this one.
Is better.
Um,
Any other ideas?
so
Yeah, that's cool. That could work.
cool.
So we have 2. So we have 2 selected.
That one too.
Cool. Awesome. So
Right.
yeah, already we're seeing so we've got 2 lights selected here, and we can perform actions on both of them.
Cool.
You like?
I like it.
Okay. So what happens when we hit that color wheel, that beautiful icon you just created?
Yeah.
So we need some way to then pick the color and control the blinking or solid, right? So I'm going to go for, you could either go
Dialogue.
a new screen, but then you kind of lose
Yeah,
the
yeah.
context.
Let me do it in your screen. So.
So I'd say whoa. Let's
My
pop
mouse do sometimes freaky things.
So let's pop a dialogue, perhaps, to show when you've hit that button.
A dialogue. Okay, dialogue means the background is darken.
Yep. Background gets subdued.
No, I can kill. Do you have any ideas what I can do? You little talker.
I think she's telling you
I
to be
hear
quiet.
you.
Quiet you. Okay, so let's pop a dialogue.
Okay, darken, and we need a dialogue.
Yeah.
So
Oh, look.
that's a basic dialogue.
Okay, so
And
is that from the hollow palette thingy?
Yes, and I'm working on a drawing app, and figure out a lot of details for color pickers, and I find that one.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
That's pretty funky. And all of a
it's
sudden you
very
see,
hollow.
yeah, very hollow and much bigger. So unlike the first screen,
That one
the old app had, which was very small, this is nice and big, so you can easily see.
looks a little bit empty. We need dialogues. So like this here. That one?
I like it. Okay, so we need some buttons at the bottom, like OK cancel.
Okay, cancel. Okay, cancel.
So yeah,
lines.
yeah, positive.
And the positive on the left side.
right.
On the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
But do you remember what I said about German wording?
I
That's
like
a l-
OK. It's short and simple, and it echoes all the other system dialogues. We'll try this and then see.
Pick color, but pick color is using the wheel. You pick the color and say, okay, that's my color. That's a dialogue.
Whatever.
Accept is also a good idea. Okay. And cancel, I
Mhm.
guess.
Maybe at least select.
No, selection is that one. That one is selection.
Okay.
That's the selection mode, and that's a dialogue. And a dialogue is anytime the same move, and I don't want to break it. Like
Nice. Okay. And we need something to.
sporty.
So my problem with this wheel, I like it. It looks very good, but when you're picking the color, your finger is
Yeah.
going to obscure the color you're picking, right?
Yeah.
So can we have some kind of like zoom, like some exploded? So as I move around, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
A circle, like this.
circle. Yeah. Circle's good.
I need the right color. So like pink, please,
Okay.
pink,
Nice. As big as you can go without it going beyond the dialogue.
like this.
Nice. So yeah, as you go around it, you'll see you're not obscuring it. Cool.
Like maybe a little bit bigger for the finger.
As big as you can get
So
without. yeah.
Why not in the center of the circle?
do you want to change with me?
I like the idea of the center circle, but we've got one more thing to add to the dialogue. I've already been thinking about this. So we also want to be able to control the frequency of the lights, right? So you can make them blink and
I want
give people fits as well if you really want to. So we need something to control the frequency. So
I want to have that one because it's so hollow to have the shiny shadow,
nice.
sharpened shadow. No soft shadow, sharp shadow.
This is why she's the
That's what
designer,
I like.
and I'm a developer. I like this. It looks good.
Okay, we need a mode selection.
So how many modes do you have?
Benjamin, stop talking. How many modes?
How many different like how many different modes can you have? Is it just blinking or not blinking?
5 channels. 7?
Okay. Mhm.
Super blink and blink.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to get a bit complicated if you're going to have like in a dialogue having all these different things.
Um,
So
I have an
I have
idea.
no
Maybe
place
we
for my blinking
we could-
dialogue.
maybe we could make an interface that you can tap, or something, or move or whatever
tap out a rhythm.
the rhythm. Yeah, that you can say, okay, I go by the music like bop bop bop, and then it takes this amount for the
cool.
blink frequency.
This is This is cool.
Slider? It's very, very, very... Yeah, that's your way, Steven, I know.
Yeah, maybe a command line interface too.
Yes.
Um, what do you think about simple presets? Maybe we design 10 presets like blinking, soft blinking, fast blinking,
So
randomized
my
colors.
my problem with this is that you're on a mobile phone. It's not going to
Yeah.
be very good to be like typing lots of stuff. I like
We
the
can
idea
do
of
on a
picking.
tablet a bigger interface for Steven,
Mhm.
like
Every
he's-
control.
Maybe
he likes.
maybe we separate the color choosing from the blinking mode or something, so to make another interface, because it just gets
Yeah.
too much at once.
This is a good idea as well, but my problem with this is that you end up going in and out, configuring lots of different things. So
Yeah.
we've gone from selection on one.
Yeah.
If you have tons of options at the top,
Yeah.
it starts to feel like a real chore.
Well, I think 2 is not too much.
Well, I like the
But
idea of it
yeah.
being one file. Like this is me configuring like
Okay.
one or multiple lights. So should we go with something like a drop down or a spinner or ooh? Nice.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
this?
I like that.
Ah.
Cool.
That one.
Nice.
And you can
So
you
you
can
flick
go
and
up
you-
and down to blinking, randomized colors, and if you choose the randomized colors, the wheel is spinning.
Oh, it spins around.
Yeah.
The whole wheel spins.
Yeah.
Nice. See, she just has to
So,
draw it.
okay.
We have to code it.
So I think the frequency is on a mobile phone not the preferred option. On a mobile phone, I prefer 10 presets and they have a good description. And if I have a tablet and I have more space to make more different things, and
Yeah.
I want to have 5
I like the idea of 3, 4, 5
basic,
presets. So like
yeah,
fast blinking, slow blinking, solid, something.
Just show it on the lamp. So if it is fast, then you see that it is blinking fast.
Oh, so this the touch control thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
without text, just
that's a
blink,
good
blink,
idea.
blink.
I
And
like
maybe
this.
then you can make it faster or slower, but you have instant, you see what it is.
good idea.
Okay, so rather than blinking, it's
So-
faster or slower. Is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But so sorry, Illustrator is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so.
So no,
Yeah, okay,
it's
so-
a spinner still, right? But the options are like solid, or it's like, what's it going to be? Frequency, I guess. 100 hertz, 10 hertz, whatever.
I like this one as application icon.
Okay,
You know?
it's nice. Cool. You think we're done? Anything else we need to do?
Yeah, I guess yes. So that's original. Let's see.
Okay, let's zoom out. Okay. So that was just a really, really quick exercise where we've basically just tried to apply some designer's eye with some Android design and some usability concepts.
Wow.
So we started off on the left. What do you do?
I want to make a little preview. I want to introduce Asset Studio. At least at finished.
Okay, yeah. So here's a good tip as well. If you want to make your mocks and previews look pretty, you can use this thing called the Android device art generator, which lets you take what. Oh, you can use design preview or device art center. Device art.
Device up.
Okay. Yeah, you can take your screenshot and you can drag it into a website and paste it, and it will give you what it will look like in a phone screen, so you can see it in context. So you save them. Nice. And then you go to, yeah.
that one.
So you can get to this by going to j.mp/Android Asset Studio, and it's linked from there. CCC.
So and drag and drop here.
Okay. Ah, how about that?
Looks good. And I can click on it and it's downloaded.
It's downloaded. Cool.
I want to show that one.
The
At
let's
least.
save this as well.
And here I can set my size.
Oh, whoa, 1280.
It's a little bit buggy. Um,
Cool. Whoa.
well, that's my mouse, so sorry. I like it.
Nice, eh?
I like it.
Cool. Can we see these all together?
The old one. You want to see the old one and
let's
the
do that.
new one?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. That's the old one. And where my CCC? Here. Okay. Whoa, that's big. Okay, let me scale them down. Illustrator is a very, very strong tool. You can use every Adobe product to design Android. I choose Illustrator because it's a very strong vector software. You can resize everything. Your designer can make it in HDPI or MDPI, and you can change the size with one click. Okay, that's our new one. Here, it's a little bit, I have a dirty line on the, do you see it?
Yeah, the white line.
Yeah, zoom out. That's the old one, that's the new one.
Cool. So that was 25 minutes.
Whoa.
Time spent live coding.
Thank you so much.
So Ben, you know what you're doing on the hackathon tomorrow?
First of all, thanks for this redesign. This is just an application I started to develop in my spare time, and I didn't have much of that, so this is why it looked crappy. And why I chose to actually, Marie approached me and asked me if she might have screenshots of that, because she knew it looked crappy, and I thought that might give it opportunity to have an awesome design on this application. It's open source. You can, if you want to, you can just start right along writing it, continuing it. Feel free to work on that tomorrow at the hackathon. I don't have the time myself. If you want to start with it, feel free to do so. API calls are working, and now you've got an awesome UI to work on. Thanks again, you two.
Big thanks for Ben for volunteering as well, letting us hatchet your work.
I want to say thank you for Android Design in Action. Please, developers, send links to your designers, help them to understand how Android design works. Mostly it's a connection fail or communication fail, why designers are wrong.
So if, like me, you're sick of seeing iOS apps on Android, then send your designers to j.mp/Android Design in Action.
Yeah. And now we have a break? Yes? Okay, thank you for listening.
Thanks.